Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Gadgets for Gentlemen. In today's video I'm going to have a look at the Red Army first Chinese watch, the Wuqing Homage Handwinding Mechanical Retro Dress Watch Seagull 1963 style mineral glass stainless steel band. So that's a whole lot of words in one sentence, but this is a watch that was sent in by a watch brand from mainland China, which is called Merkur or Merkur. This watch brand is the owner of a couple of brands, including Pierre Paulin and Satie, and also a brand called Red Army. So here we have it. This case is really nice, travel case. It has a bit of a carbon texture to it. And here it reads Merkur. So little disclaimer, this watch was sent in to me for free and I'm going to review it, and I should also have a coupon code that you can use. I won't gain anything from it, but you will gain a $40 discount. The watch that I have right here in this configuration retails for $99. And this one comes on a metal band. If you have smaller wrists than 8 inches, you're probably better off getting the nylon band for an additional $10. So yeah, let's continue. So very sturdy zipper, and I haven't looked at this before, so yeah, let's just dive into it. So there we have it. Beautiful, beautiful, again, beautiful case. Travel pouch. Let's have a closer look. This material is very, very soft. There's protection here on the inside. Elastic band. Very, very, very nice. I guess what we have here is a spring bar tool. That is really cool. So that is just a pin. And I guess on the other side we have the fork. Yeah, we do have a fork, as you can see right here. And I guess this is very useful to take with you on travels. Okay. So that's Merkur, and as I said, I was mentioning the different brands that you can find here. Pierre Paulin. I really like this brand called Satie. They had a very nice homage of the Seiko. Is it 6102? A very nice dive watch. I would love to check out that one from that brand. So you can go to this website, merkurwatch.com. You can find this watch and use my discount code. Focus on details. Yeah, so the model is the Red Star. There's a very vague stamp right there. And this is the international warranty. I think this model stems from 2020. Then there's a nice little cloth for cleaning the watch, I guess. Microfiber cloth. Yeah, that's very nice. And here it even has this texture. Merkur. Really, really nice. Now there's just a bit of protection materials. And now most importantly, the watch itself. So you can also get in contact with the brand if you want to design your own watch. We focus on details. I think really nice presentation. I'm very impressed. And as you can see, a very nice cutout for a watch. Very nice travel pouch, and then you have some space for maybe a watch strap or whatever. Very nice case. Very sturdy zipper. I guess this might even, I'm not sure if it's waterproof, but it's very sturdy. And there we have the watch. I can't read this. I can't read Chinese characters. Yeah, let's just cut this. So here we have it. As you can see, the watch is not running because this is a mechanical watch which is wound with this crown, so no automatic charging of the movement. And as you can see, this watch comes with this metal bracelet and this stainless steel material. It feels very very soft in a way. I thought there was like some plastic tape on top because it was like sliding. But that's just the feel of the metal. Now let's run over some details. So we have a $99 mechanical watch. The watch, it houses the Hanzu SL07 manual wind watch movement that has 21,600 vibrations per hour, 19 jewels, a power reserve of 30 hours, and an accuracy of plus minus 0 to 15 seconds a day. The watch itself is 30 meters water resist. As you can see, we have this signed crown, which is quite small actually for a hand winding movement. And when we wind the movement, you can see that the second hand starts running. So that's the winding of this movement. Okay, that's about it. So that's fully wound. The crown, it is push and pull. That's like the neutral position, which is like pressed in. And when I put my nail underneath slightly, I can pop it and then I can change the time to like 2:45, for example. Yeah, so what do we have here? We have a 38 millimeter case, very nice retro size in my opinion. The watch is based off a 36 millimeter watch. I think a 36 millimeter diameter would have been even prettier than this 38 one. It has a lug to lug distance, which is this distance, of 44.5 millimeters, a thickness of 12, and it has a lug width of 20 millimeters, which is a fantastic distance because that means like you can throw this watch on any NATO strap or leather strap. 20 millimeters is a very common size. This watch, I think it's supposed to weigh 70 grams. Let's have a closer look. So on this bracelet, yeah, exactly 70. And of course that might change if you wear it on a leather or a NATO. So 30 meters water resist, which is enough for washing your hands. But I wouldn't advocate using this watch swimming. But then again, this is a dress watch, so it's not a tool watch. So I think 30 meters is fine. I would have preferred 50, to be honest. But I will come back to that in a second of my likes and dislikes. Let's first run over some specs. So we had the weight, water resistance, dimensions. Yeah, let me point this out. We have a outer track, 60 minutes, as you can see here, with this black font, and it's beautiful. The dial color is champagne or cream, and the dial itself, it is curved. So the dial, it bends down, which is amazing. We have dolphin hands, and they're beautiful with gold, yeah, accents. It's really, really beautiful. Stainless steel material, I think it's 316L stainless steel We have brushed tops here on the lugs, and then we have polished sides, and also here this little piece here, the bezel, is also polished. So I think that's very beautiful. Reminds me a little bit of my Hamilton khaki, which also has that polished bezel. Again, signed crown. There is some texture, some nerve, which makes it easier to control, to operate. We are dealing here with a hardened mineral crystal, which is very much domed. So very curvy mineral crystal, hardened mineral, which I think is very nice. We have a flexible bracelet, as you can see here, like there's a lot of flex to it. Okay, that's it. Now let me throw it on the wrist. Let's take off the Apple Watch and let's try on the Merkur Red Army watch. Yeah, first thing that I notice, and I think you can see it clearly here on my wrist, is the fact that this metal bracelet is too loose for my wrist. So my wrists are 6.3 inches. So I guess if your wrists measure, as you can see here, if your wrists measure 7 or larger, maybe 7.5 inches, I think this bracelet will be fine. For me, this means that I need to, I guess, remove links out of this bracelet. I'm not even sure if that's like possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this metal bracelet and throw on a leather strap. I think the bracelet is really beautiful. Reminds me a lot of the 70s watches. Even one of my dad's watches, he has a flexible bracelet. I really like that they went for this kind of bracelet, but I think, yeah, I think they should have gone for a shorter bracelet, because this is really, yeah, quite long. And I guess with a 38 millimeter watch, they do kind of like market the smaller wrists. So I think they should have made it a little bit smaller, or have the customer, you know, choose for different lengths of this bracelet. So for now, I'm just gonna remove this beautiful stainless steel bracelet and throw it on a leather. And this should be fairly easy because of those spring bars. And that also allows us to have a closer look at the case back of this watch. But then again, this is what I was telling you. The metal bracelet is connected to the watch with these so-called spring bars. And if you take them off with the spring bar 2 that was in the set, or your own spring bar, then what you can do is easily take off the metal bracelet. I'll just store this somewhere and throw it on a leather piece. Now I wanted to show you the back of the watch. So that is the front, and as you can see, it's like beautiful. And here in the back we can see, yeah, let's have a closer look. 1, 2. I think we have a 10-point shape here of the case back. I guess this is screwed down, but I'm not sure. And here it reads Zangu Zizao, and I'm not sure what these characters mean. But I really do like the close case back. Looks very nice. So I do think these lugs are slightly under 20 millimeters. I tried to fit these beautiful leather straps in here, but it was too wide. If you have a look here at the lugs, this 20 millimeter strap didn't fit. So I'm going to try and fit the NATO strap in here, and I'll be right back. So here I'm right back. I have a a NATO strap here. This is a single pass one. And as you can see, somehow the leather strap didn't fit. But here with a regular size 20mm NATO strap, this is a single pass NATO strap by Vario. When I fit it, you can see that it does fit. Looks very nice. This is a beautiful green NATO, but you could also fit it on a beautiful leather NATO. This one is a Zulu diver, as you can see here. And let me see if I can fit this. Yeah, this is also 20mm, and as you can see, this fits between the lugs. So there we have it on a 20mm NATO strap, and I think this looks absolutely beautiful. As you can see, we do add quite some bulk this way, and therefore with the single pass NATOs of Vario, you see you reduce that second layer of the NATO, of the traditional NATO. So this makes it wear very slim, but yeah, I also like this spare part of the NATOs for that added some extra security. So there we go. This is the Zulu diver again, super comfortable leather. So that is the Red Army watch. Now let me go over my little list. First of all, when it comes to that metal bracelet, I think it's amazing. But I think if you have small wrists like myself, 6.3 inches, and you don't know how to size this one, or don't want to go through all the process, then I think this bracelet unfortunately is useless. But then again, with 20mm, it's so easy to find an alternative. Another thing that I dislike a little bit is the 38mm size. I think it would have been even better if they stayed true to the original design, which was a 36mm. What I also think could have been better is if the watch movement allowed for hacking. That allows us to very precisely set the second hand to the actual time and make this watch a bit more precise. Also, I think what could have been better is replace that hardened mineral crystal with a sapphire crystal. And I think the water resistance of 30 meters would have been better if it was 50. And finally, I do think that the crown on this watch is a bit on the smaller side, because you need to like daily wind this movement. And I think it would have been better if the crown was larger, which would make winding the watch so much more pleasant and easy. I do think the crown is beautiful, but I wouldn't have minded at all if it was, let's say, maybe even like 30% bigger. Would make it much easier to grip. And I think also a bigger crown would have looked even better, I think, with this design. Those were my negative points about this watch. I think what's really positive is that 20mm lug, which makes this watch so much fun to wear on different kinds of leather straps and NATOs. What I also think is the proportions are really nice, although I would have preferred 36 and maybe 18. I think 38 is just a beautiful size, beautiful lug to lug, beautiful lug width, beautiful thickness. I really like the vintage design with the gilt markers, applied minute track, curved dial, curved crystal. Really big fan of the design. I think what's also really interesting is this watch retails for $99, which I think is a bargain. And then again, the watch comes with this beautiful case with quite some extras in it, including that spring bar, documentation, microfiber cloth. I think it's such a great offer for anyone wanting a vintage looking watch. All I can say, I think it's a beautiful piece for $59 if you use my discount code. I think it's a bargain, and definitely I'm going to play around with this watch. I think this watch will play so well with the light. Yeah, I'm going to take it out in the sun. Beautiful watch. So thank you, Merkur, for sending me this watch, and thank you for allowing my viewers to use this discount code. Reminds me quite a bit of the Seagull 1963 chronograph pilot's watch. The dial looks very similar, but this is, however, a very different watch in terms of the features, in terms of the movement, and also with regard to the price point. So I would say this watch is more of a field watch, where the other watch is more of a pilot's watch. I have one final remark that I wanted to share with you. It ticks quite loud. Let me try and bring it closer to the microphone so you can judge it for yourself. I must say, like, I really don't mind, but I think it's worth sharing that the movement of this watch ticks quite loud. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and see you soon.